A warm welcome. My name is John Krakowski, and along with my colleague Evan Stoddard, we are part of your SAP Customer Communication and Relations team. In this recording, we'd like to introduce how SAP Cloud ALM can support SAP SuccessFactors. Our application lifecycle management mission is to help customers implement solutions faster and operate them without disruption. The ALM portfolio offering for cloud-only or cloud-centric customers, such as SAP SuccessFactors, is SAP Cloud ALM. It assists with the implementation tasks from designing business processes, building the configuration, testing the quality, and deploying to production. And for operations, SAP Cloud ALM supports the activities of detecting incidents, analyzing their root cause, correcting the problems, and automating recurring problem resolutions. For both implementation and operations, SAP Cloud ALM provides the benefit of accelerating time to value, safeguarding business continuity, and reducing cost of ownership. Customers choose SAP SuccessFactors to improve the way they deliver their HR services. And the chatter within the SAP SuccessFactors community is that customers are looking to implement SAP SuccessFactors as fast as possible with low effort and low risk, which means customers are also looking for better tooling to implement and operate their SAP SuccessFactors solution. The value of SAP Cloud ALM is that it provides SAP practice content for SAP SuccessFactors customers with powerful project management capabilities to accelerate their fit-to-standard workshops. It offers an out-of-the-box implementation of integrated HR processes. And SAP Cloud ALM manages SAP SuccessFactors business processes end-to-end to enable operational excellence and business continuity through monitoring and alerting. Also, there is beneficial, enhanced, and enriched implementation content for SAP SuccessFactors in SAP Cloud ALM. Today, SAP Cloud ALM contains 156 SAP Activate methodology tasks for SAP SuccessFactors. And the SAP SuccessFactors process library content consists of 12 solution scenarios with 29 solution processes. Using the implementation content in SAP Cloud ALM can indeed accelerate SAP SuccessFactors implementations. Did you know that SAP Cloud ALM is included in your SAP SuccessFactors subscription without any additional subscription or operation fees? Today, you can request your SAP Cloud ALM tenant within 15 minutes. There is a fast setup process to assign roles to users in SAP Cloud ALM and establish the connection to SAP SuccessFactors. Also, there is easy role-based onboarding of your project teams. In summary, for both the implementation and operations of SAP SuccessFactors, traceability and transparency are key. By entering the on-ramp and merging into the SAP Cloud ALM highway, you can accelerate your HR process design or redesign, avoid SAP SuccessFactors implementation risks, and improve your operational SAP SuccessFactors business process transparency, quality, and performance. I'll now hand things over to my expert colleague, Evan Stoddard, who will describe and demo some key features of SAP Cloud ALM.
Thanks, John. So I'm going to talk about a little bit on the implementation side. How are we supporting our SuccessFactors customers for their fit to standard workshops? So in SAP Cloud ALM, we have process management, where you define the scope of the business processes to be implemented based on the process models from the SuccessFactors process library. So you can take these models, discuss them with your LOBs, document any findings as requirements and notes, any of the delta that has to be done. You can then create your own models in our process authoring area very easily, or use the ones that from other best practices as well. And again, any requirements that are approved can be turned into tasks, which are then managed along with the Activate tasks that we give you as part of the Activate methodology. And again, we have our best practices for fit to standard workshops with SAP Cloud ALM link at the bottom of the page, but I'll show you what this looks like in just a moment. But like John was saying, we're also providing full transparency of the project to all team members. We have two different areas for this. We have an overview page in SAP Cloud ALM that shows the entire status of all the activities related to the project, what the current project status is as far as timelines, requirements, tasks, testing activities, deployment activities. Everything is automatically kept up to date in this central view. And then we have some analytics apps which provide full traceability, trend analysis, and historical analysis, and also nice progress reports for the actual project. Again, more details are on our homepage linked at the bottom of the slide. But this is very powerful, and it gives everyone a real idea about where they are in the status of the project and whether things are going to plan. So let's go take a look at the system quickly. So for example's sake, we have a sample customer project here, and we've already put several solution scenarios in scope for evaluation, things from SuccessFactors. SFSF means SuccessFactors. So we have compensation, employee experience, payroll, and what have you, and also the Intelligent Enterprise Suite as well. So once you choose which solution scenario packages you wish to start reviewing, then you can lock them in, and then you can go to your process scoping while you're doing your fit to standard workshops. So just for the sake of transparency, we'll go into grouping by processes. So then again, here you'll see the different processes: compensation, employee experience, HR administration, learning. Let's take a quick look at recruiting. Where'd it go? Oh, there we go. So here, I've already put all of these in scope, just for example's sake, but then you can go and drill into recruiting management. So the first thing you'll see is a little solution value flow. This is just a high-level abstract of the business processes that are part of recruiting management, and you can then see all the different processes within it. But then you can then go to the solution process flow, and this is showing like the BP&N diagrams for all of these processes. In this case, it's by end user role. You can see how the process flows. You can see whether the steps are executed by a person or an automated process. And over on the right, you get all of the overview, prerequisites, purpose, and success criteria. And you can also view all the other diagrams as part of this process. In this case, you can see create job requisition, and then you get a different diagram with full navigation in and out of it. And for example, what's nice about this is that you get some additional text and details, but then you can also go directly and create a requirement or a note. And a note is really just some content you wish to keep as part of the solution documentation, maybe in perpetuity. A requirement is really looking at what needs to happen with this process to make it work with the business requirements for what the business expects from the process. So we're just going to create a requirement directly from the diagram here. You can also create them by themselves if you wish. But again, you can actually put the text in, exactly what the requirement is based on the review. But you can run those business processes maybe in a SuccessFactor system for evaluation while you're reviewing them in the documentation. But for example, down here, I can also choose what work stream this requirement is going to be assigned for, also assign it to team members, give it dates, give it phase assignments and tags. So any requirements that get approved Then it goes over to the requirements management. You can generate a task, and then the tasks you create are also visible in here in the full task management of all activities of all the project members. So again, these tasks come from the Activate methodology content. When you choose the task template for the project, it's going to bring them in. But once you create, will also be salted to the top, because once they're created by the customer, these have priority over the ones that are just suggestions with all the different time boxes, dates, and assignments. So all of this is managed centrally in the task administration, and you see the task status over in the overview and analytics pages. So you have full project management here. The idea is that from the Fit to Standard workshop, once we decide what the scope's going to be, then it seamlessly goes over to the test management parts of SAP Cloud ALM, to deployment, to production, and then on to monitoring and alerting. So let's talk a little bit about monitoring and alerting. Just for SuccessFactors customers, I mean, we really are looking at integration and exception monitoring, and also business process monitoring. So integration exception monitoring is very important for our cloud customers. Again, SAP is in charge of the application monitoring, but again, when you have different services communicating across different platforms or different products, again, you can run into some issues, and you want to be able to troubleshoot them and make sure you have business excellence. And that's what we provide, the integration exception monitoring for SAP SuccessFactors here. So really, this is monitoring all of the end-to-end communications for really efficient problem resolution and collaboration between the business and IT teams. Again, we have full visualization of the topography and the message flows, and the alerts get routed to the responsible persons or teams, either in the business or the IT departments. And from here, you can do tracking and identify any business-driven problems, do analytics, and also trigger automation to trigger any corrective actions. So again, in the screenshot here, you can actually see what the visibility looks like as far as the topography and the alerts. There's more information in the Cloud ALM homepage, Expert Portal for Operations. I'll show it in the system in just a moment. But also important is the business process monitoring. And again, we want to be able to monitor the business process for health and really detect any anomalies during the execution. But we also are providing drill down into the business documents for troubleshooting. And again, this alerts your teams directly if there's any disruptions. And also we can provide some automated problem resolution here. And this is all based on predefined KPIs that we provide, so that you just can turn this on very rapidly as soon as you've provisioned your SAP Cloud ALM tenant and you have defined your connected services and systems. And again, more details on the SAP Cloud ALM homepage. So let's take a quick look at a little bit of integration monitoring. I'm going to have to reload the page because I've been away a little too long. So again, this is our public demo system that you can get to 24 hours a day, right from the SAP Cloud ALM homepage. I'm just going to change the time frame to maybe 14 days so we get a little bit more information, just for demo purposes. And again, here I can see all the details about messages. I can see exceptions. I can see alerts. I can drill into issues. And then I can actually troubleshoot if necessary. And then the nice thing about more information we get from the business process monitoring is that, again, we have recruit to retire defined already as a KPI template. You can actually select this, activate it, and then get all the metrics you need. And if you remember back in the design phase, we were looking at job requisitions created. Again, from the design side, we were scoping that out. Now we actually have KPIs for this, so we can actually monitor this, see the different statuses of the various documents, see the actual documents, whether or not they're flowing the way that we like. And if there's any sort of anomalies detected, there is full monitoring and alerting possible. So just to sum up what we were speaking about at the very beginning, again, SAP Cloud ALM is our recommended platform for managing the lifecycle of SAP SuccessFactors, from build, test, deploy, detect, analyze, correct, automate, and design again, and go around the wheel for accelerating time to value, safeguarding your business continuity, and reducing your total cost of ownership. And again, included with your SAP SuccessFactors subscription, best of all, and provisioned in minutes so that you can start taking advantage of it as quickly as possible. So again, all of our key information is located on the SAP Cloud ALM homepage. Also, frequently asked questions, access to our demo system, and requesting your own SAP Cloud ALM tenant linked right there from one location. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out to us at our email inbox, cloudalm@sap.com. We'd be happy to hear from you. Thank you for joining us today.